here from The Art of Creating, and today I'm creating a page using a lot of washi tape. You can see I have selected a whole lot of washi for this page, and I have layered them all onto my white cardstock diagonally, and I was trying to create a bit of an ombre effect. So I've started with the white washi and then gradually gone into pinks and peaches, finishing with some purples. And I'm using an 8.5 by 11-inch page today. I'm creating this format for this page instead of 12 by 12. And what I've done here, as you just seen, I have layered or backed my photo with vellum, and the edge I have actually torn using a ruler, and that creates a bit of a texture on the end of it instead of just cutting it with scissors. Now I'm just doing some more layering, and before I did that, I have taken a card from a mini Project Life kit, and I have cut out like an egg-shaped oval that I'm going to use for my title. Eventually I end up changing it up because it just didn't look right in the bottom corner there. So now I'm working on my layers behind my photo. I don't want to use any pinks or purples for this part because I want my photo to stand out a little bit. And the reason I've actually done the washi tape first and then I have chosen my photo, that's usually how I scrap. Unless there is a photo that I really want to scrap, then I start with the photo and take inspiration from it. Otherwise, I usually start on the page and see how it goes, and then I pick out of my hundreds and thousands of photos and see which one I want to use on the page. In this case, I have chosen this photo because it had a lot of grassy green background, and that contrasted quite well with the pinks and purples on the page. And I wanted, because the background is so busy, I wanted to have my photo stand out by itself. I have taken my punch. That one was the first one I used was the tab punch, and I have punched out a couple of labels. I didn't want any more paper piece layers, so I just wanted to cut out some shapes and layer those. I'm trying to use up, I guess, the negatives of the notebook punch, but I didn't end up using those, and I didn't end up using the actual notebook edge that I've punched out as well. It just seemed too much and too busy. And because this collection has a lot of gold and a lot of purples on it, they're really nice as accents, but if you use too much of it on the page, it just starts looking like it doesn't stand out anymore. It starts all blending in, and there's just too much gold on the page. And I'm using the Crate Paper Valentine's collection from earlier this year. I think it's from this year. And I've got this horizontal black stripe that I wanted to use just to give the photo a little bit of definition, a bit of a border on the side, so that it stood out a little bit as the blue layers started blending into each other and into the page. The love word is an ephemera piece from the mini kit, the Project Life mini kit, and I want to use that. And I still want to use this cutout for my title, but the egg shape just didn't work, so I have trimmed the edges and made it a rectangle. And now I'm looking at what to do with it, as it was getting lost by itself with the pink and purple layers underneath. So I've taken that same horizontal stripe, and that just makes it pop off the page. Just to bring in the color and the pattern into the left corner from the photo layers, I have cut out a fishtail banner onto some blue paper and layered my title on top of that. I do end up fitting in this circle that I have tried to fit in earlier. This is from Kaisercraft ephemera pack, and I can't remember the name of it, but I will have the list of the papers and collections that I've used on my blog, so check out the link in the description box and hop over to my blog and I will have more details there. So I'm trying to find a placement for the word love. I do like it underneath. I didn't like it on the side because then underneath was a big empty space. So I end up putting it where it is now. And also trying to find some layers to go behind the flower just to add a little bit more to that bottom left corner of the photo. And those hearts are the right size, but they are too busy, and once again they have gold on them, so it was too much. And what I've done is I have taken the purple circle and I decided that I probably wasn't going to use it as it is, so I have cut it in half and I've layered it underneath the photo. And I didn't mind that the bit of gold was sticking out because you can't really tell what it says, it just looks like a bit of a gold touch. Oh yeah, I'm looking for some purple paper to punch out a heart because all of the ones that I have tried from the ephemera pack were too busy. So I've taken another card from the Trinkets Project Life mini kit and I have punched out my own. And what you can do in cases like that, if you still want to use a card or paper and you don't want to just use it for punching out shapes, what you can do is strategically punch out a few spots that you can use the negatives. Then you can use that full card with that little cutout shape, maybe back a shape with another paper, and it will look like you have actually meant to have a bit of a window cut out in that card. In this case, of course, I didn't think that far in advance and I just cut the card up, but what I was planning on doing is punch out some more for when I do my project life and then cut out that anchor by hand and then use that as an embellishment so the card won't actually get wasted. So I've punched out those two hearts, I've punched out some smaller ones, I have backed the word love and the flower that I have cut out myself with some pop dots, they're really tiny ones. So I have used them to add a bit of a dimension on those images, and that completes my page. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my blog and my other social media, links to which are below, and don't forget to subscribe and click like if you want to see more of these types of videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.